good, everybody out there in Fan2Fan land? This is your boy Calvin, aka Cal Brizio, your favorite fanalist. That's right. I don't know if I really coined that term, but I'm gonna start using it. That's fan and analyst, fanalist. Here, giving y'all another extra point on your favorite show, Fan2Fan. And in this extra point, I just want to talk about my man Damian Lillard, right? And something that speaks to a bigger narrative, and that is the inconsistency that happens sometimes that we have with players when we want to talk about how great they are. Like, my man has been balling out of control, averaging about 37 points a game. He had at the time of this recording, it was a game where he had 37 and 16 to lead the Blazers to their sixth straight win over Zion Williamson and the Pelicans. And he got the Blazers in fourth right now in the West. As of the time of this recording, they are fourth in the West. And he is doing it without his second and third kind of leading options on the team, which is CJ McCollum and Yusuf Nurkic, right? And he's consistently, in a smaller market team, been having them relevant and in the playoffs and competing with teams, even taking a game from LeBron and the World Championship Lakers in the bubble last year in the first round and having them hanging in, right? Yet we still don't put his name up there. And he just lost out a starting spot in the All-Star game to Luka Doncic. Now, this is not Luka hate, because I love me some Luka Doncic. Love LeBron James, love the game of basketball and things like that. But my point is, what is the standard that we're going to have when we come to giving players their props, as fans even, right? Like when we're voting. Yeah, and I know Luka got a whole country behind him and things like that, but I just mean in general. Like, when it comes to the court of popular opinion, what does a player need to do besides being a bigger market? Like, why does that have to be the downfall of a player, right? Or make them a little less popular? I mean, he is balling. If you listen to even your favorite players, they're going to tell you that Dame Lillard is like a basketball killer. This year alone, he has 87 clutch points, which is within the last 5 minutes or so. I think that's what they describe it as, or like really close to the end of the game points. He is the first in the league, kind of by far. The analyst part of me does not have the actual stats, but he is first with that, and first in another really, and I mean first. Like, not just eyeball test first. Over LeBron James, over Steph Curry, over Kyrie Irving, over Kevin Durant, over James Harden, over Giannis Antetokounmpo, over Jimmy Butler, Jason Tatum, all these other guys that's put up there and that's popular, over Luka Doncic. Oh, and by the way, he has a better record than Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks. And yes, I know there are some injuries there with the unicorn, Tingus Pingus, as Michael Rappaport would call him. But yet and still, like, we gotta have some kind of sense of normalcy when we have these conversations, right? Like, can we be objective when we having these votes and things like that, or are we just gonna slight people? I'ma say, not a la Stephen A. Smith with that much passion behind it, but we need to start giving people their respect. And the problem, I think, is we are having less basketball purists out there, or people who actually understand the game of basketball at a high clip, to really give the players that deserve the recognition they deserve. Now, I'm not in no way saying that Dame has to be the greatest of all time, and maybe that's part of it also. We get so caught up in this greatest of all time thing that we don't even give people props for being great, either in this time or whatever. And if we're going to do that, we have to take into the whole entirety of basketball when we take into the level of competition that was there and available, the fact of where the game was and the rules and how they played within the rules, how they played for the era, and we have to leave out our personal bias as to what is the best era, because to me it was 90s and early 2000s basketball is going to be the best era of basketball to me. But even with that being said, I would put my man Dame in Dame time, which he has. Look, Dame time, Logo Lillard, all this other stuff. We need to give his brother his respect. So anyway, with that being said, I would put Dame up against a lot of the people that was my favorites. Although one of my personal favorites was Allen Houston. The boys' jump shot was butter. But anyway, this has been your boy Cal Breezio, the Fanalist, coming to you once again with another extra point. But when you watch this, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about what I had to say about my man Dame Lillard, and maybe your favorite player, and give me some feedback as to why you feel like your favorite player is not getting enough respect, or who you think is an underrated superstar. Anyway, love you all, appreciate the love, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.